Hey guys, it's ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of November. Now, these messages may not resonate with every Aries out there, so please just take what resonates with you and leave out the rest. Also, stay tuned for your bonus info coming up after this. All right, Aries, let's see what we have for you this month. You know, Aries, it's like you're stuck in the same BS that you keep trying to run from. You know, you want to move forward, but every time you think you're moving on, it just drags you right back. You know, that same old baggage or unfinished business, it's real and it's holding you down. You know, you can't just dodge it anymore. If you really want to let it go, you're just going to have to face it head on and just deal with it. You know, you say you want to be happy and you're trying to feel good about where you're at, but it's just not hitting the way that it should. I mean, yeah, you're getting some small wins and, you know, little moments that make you smile, and then it fades. And you're right back wanting more, and you're asking yourself if this is even really enough. You know, that almost satisfied feeling, it just ain't cutting it anymore. You know, change is hitting hard right now. You know something's got to end, but you don't want to let it go. So you just keep holding on to shit that's already dead. You know, the longer you keep dragging it out, the worse it's going to feel. That fear of, you know, things ending is the only thing keeping you stuck. Okay, but the real problem is you refusing to accept that it's over. Listen, money is not flowing the way you want it to or need it to. Okay, opportunities that you thought would work out, they either slip right through your fingers or they don't even start. Okay, and every time you think something's solid, it just falls apart. That's the shit that's really holding you back. Okay, and it leaves you wondering if you're really ever going to get that big break. You know, in the past, you didn't feel recognized, appreciated, or even respected. You put in the work, but nobody gave you your props. All right, that lack of support made you feel like, I don't know, like nothing you did was ever good enough. Okay, and it still eats at you every time you think about it. You know, the truth is coming out. Okay, things are being exposed left and right. Lies, secrets, cheating. It's all going to be out in the open. You might even have to own up to some of your own mistakes. Okay, listen, whether you're ready for it or not, it's time to face the truth. You know, before you know it, things are going to feel very one-sided if they haven't already. Okay, you're going to be giving more than you're getting back. Okay, whether it's money, time, or energy, you're putting in all the effort and people are just taking. Okay, this can't keep going on. That shit is unfair and you know it. You know, your strength right now is your control, okay, and how you hold it all together. People might test you, but even when shit gets rough, you don't lose it. Okay, you know how to stay calm and keep yourself in check and not let anyone throw you off. That's what makes you stronger than them. You know, people around you are like charging ahead and moving forward and they're getting shit done while you're still stuck. Why? Because they're focused, they're driven, and they're making shit happen. You know, some of them might inspire you, but the others are just making you feel like you're falling behind. You know, their progress puts pressure on you. But honestly, it's that kick in the ass that you need to get moving too. You know, Aries, you want a fresh start or another chance to learn something new or, you know, build from the ground up. But you're scared that you're going to mess it up. You know, this could be about money, work, or just something new in general. Okay, you want it. But that fear of failing is louder than you. Okay? You don't fully trust yourself. And you don't want to put the effort into something that's just going to die out. You know, by the end of November, you're over it. Okay? And you're tired of always having to defend yourself. You're dropping your guard in certain situations because you're done arguing. You're done proving yourself and you're done wasting energy on shit that doesn't matter. Okay? Because not everything is worth the fight. you're learning which battles matter and which ones don't. Okay, so if it's not worth it, you're not touching it. All right, Aries. Hey Aries, it's ViLo Energy Healing. Welcome back to part 2 of your reading. This is going to be your bonus info for the month of November. All right, so let's get started with some timing windows. All right, I'm going to start from the beginning of the month and then just work my way to the end. We have here November 4th to the 6th. Okay, that's when delays or like baggage from the past kind of forces you to deal with unfinished business. Then we have November 12th to the 14th. Okay, that's when the truth comes out. Lies get exposed. Nothing can stay hidden, okay? Everything comes out. November 19th to the 21st. That's when your imbalances in money, energy, or relationships finally show up. Okay, now the 26th to the 28th. That's when you're going to be choosing your battles and walking away from what's not worth the fight, okay? All right, now zodiac signs that you could be dealing with. Doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with any sign, so don't get too fixated on the signs. Let's see here. We have Scorpio, Capricorn. We have Leo, Cancer, and Virgo. Okay, just see here. Symbols that you might be ignoring. I'm seeing 111, 111. That's just a reminder of fresh starts and new beginnings. I'm also getting 333. Okay, that's when support and guidance come in, like when you feel stuck. Also seeing the colors black and white. Okay, that just has to do with seeing the truth clearly. Okay, there's no in between, no gray area. Keys have to do with unlocking opportunities, you know, once you stop resisting change, of course. Let's see here, some extra clues. Some of you are having dreams about running. Okay, that's has to do with like trying to escape situations that you need to face. Some of you are also having deja vu. That has to do with like it's just a confirmation that you're repeating cycles until you break them. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, some initials. Just gonna channel here some initials. Could be your name, their name, first name, last name. Place it how you see fit. We have E, F, G, H, K, L, N, O, P, and V. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. If you're enjoying the bonus info and you want me to continue this way, just hit the like button or just leave me a quick comment to let me know. All right, thanks for watching, and until next time, sending you love and light.